Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time today. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Neyland used to say you never know what a football player is made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are, and this rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was Throwdown, was big-name Tennessee, big-name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And, David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
That's reeled in. It's Moncrief. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the balls, blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the screen.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to pass. Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Keeps the legs moving. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking for a crease. It's Hickman. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
And guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Fires to the big fella. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You gotta...
And it's on the ground. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up, you create momentum, juice, it could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Holt. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're bringing heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holt. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You've got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man in stride. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Up-tempo for the offense. Give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. The snap sets up to throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hickman. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Hickman. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They wanted to get that ball to the outside quickly, and it just about went the other way. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hickman.
Bells and whistles have got to be going on from this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Vols pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Give to the running back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hickman. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
On second down, he'll fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. Wide open downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The Volunteers are marching down the field. Wide out in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that one.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman. Second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. On the run, it's Hickman. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Eastern Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Eagles on the scoreboard. They're up by 29 over FIU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Give to the single back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they've done a lot of really nice things on the road in this game so far, and that's why they have the lead. But after that incompletion now, you can sense the momentum now switching back to the home team late in this game.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hickman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw for it. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. to the air one more time. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On second down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for the
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.